Um, intermittent fasting is basically about delaying your first meal of the day from the the last meal that you had, like dinner. So what I practice is I stop eating at 8 o'clock. Then I start counting the number of hours that I don't eat, and I usually stretch it to minimum 16 hours. So that means I eat lunch, which is about 12 o'clock or later as far as I can push it. Uh,
Right.
so, and within that 6 hours, I still don't eat like directly carbs, meaning like I don't eat rice, I don't eat bread. Yeah, so that's what I is I don't consume it for for the need of it. I mean, I don't need it anymore in a way or another. In that 3 months, I'm converted lah. You know,
Yeah.
thankful for
Yeah.
that. But so how is it that without rice, since forever we know, and it has been ingrained in us that we need rice, we need flour, we need bread, and now in the last 3 months, how is it that I can my body is able to tell me that, okay lah, tak ada nasi pun okay, tak ada roti pun okay, when I have been eating bread for breakfast every other day. Roti prata tu, every 3-4 days mesti kena tu. Tapi sekarang tak tengok pun. So how is that what who is telling, I mean like between the brain and the stomach, right, or even the throat, siapa yang berkuasa ni sekarang tu? Who is the one in charge that telling you that you don't need this, this is what you what is enough is what's enough is enough. So yeah. So how does that work?
Okay.
I mean, how did this
Maybe
transformation?
I elaborate a bit on that. Okay, so our brain receives a lot of signals, and our digestive tract, it has about 2 kilos worth of bacteria. These are good bacteria, or they can be bad also. So usually what happens during this conversion, like what you mentioned, what you went through, dulu mesti nak cari benda tu, but now you, even if you don't eat rice and prata and roti, you are feeling fine. And the difference is that the microbiome is just a fancy word for your gut bacteria lah. It really is just that, your gut bacteria. When you feed your gut bacteria good food, fibrous food, nutritious food, means not refined carbohydrates, you will feed the good bacteria, and what that good bacteria does is it will multiply. When it multiplies, it will become more than the bad bacteria. So bad bacteria in the gut, they are fed by sugar, they are fed by all the processed junk food, and those are the ones that really give off a lot of signals to your brain, to give you cravings or ask you to eat ice cream and chocolates and whatnot. Yeah, I think you also will have some beneficial input in that.
Yes. And add on.
Okay, confession, I still take roti prata lah.
So do I.
Just not as often
Yeah.
as I used to lah.
Yes.
Itu prata je tarik tu every other day. Sekarang tak cari.
Sekarang tak cari ya.
Semua kryptonite. Cari tu okay lah, limit lah. The advantage of IF is it allows your body to stay in shape lah. Okay, you can eat prata maybe within your eating window, but just know that what it's doing to your body lah, because it's basically refined flour kan. So once you masuk mulut, dia convert into sugar very fast lah, immediately kan. So you can either straight away go and exercise, try to burn off the energy, or pad for some love handles lah for the next few days lah kan. But that's not something that your intermittent fasting cannot handle lah. So you give the body time to recover, it will just use up the energy stores and then tap into your body fat, then you get back your figure already. So big advantage lah, IF.
So basically IF also comes in with exercise, correct? you have to burn. No matter what, you have to burn your whatever that you consume. Macam
If you give it enough time, the body, through all the work of living, the heart has to pump, the lungs has to breathe, your kidneys are filtering blood and urine all the time, your liver is detoxifying. So it will use up the energy, basically, because your body is a closed system. If nothing goes in, it will use up whatever is in the body. I think what you were talking about is exercise is a little bit different. It is maybe increasing your
Energy
energy
expenditure.
in the body. Thank you, Yus. So yeah, so exercise has a lot of benefits, and nobody is going to argue about benefits of exercise. It but if you think carefully about what exercise is, it actually is short periods of physiological stress, meaning you increase the heart rate, you increase the blood pressure, so that later your heart rate and your blood pressure would come down. You feel better, you feel more relaxed. At the same time, you build up your cardiovascular tolerance or resistance, because you were working it harder just now. Heart was pumping very hard. Then later it can relax a bit.
right.
So yeah, but I wanted to talk about another point as well. If you look at those health guides from polyclinic, yeah, I'm sure you have come across those. If you eat one plain prata, you have to jog for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. To me, that doesn't make sense. Exactly. So it doesn't make sense for you to be jogging for 1.5 hours just because you ate one prata. And I think somebody was raising this point earlier. I saw it in a post. Denise Keller or someone said it, that exercise should be a celebration of the human body. It shouldn't be a punishment for what you ate. So exercise is good, but really it's not about how much you ate and then you got to balas balik dengan exercise. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah. That whole idea of having to burn after you eat, you count the calories, and after that you have to burn the amount of calories. Mak, bila nak game?
Yes, exactly. But that's the thing. The body is not a calculator. Dia tak ambil
siapa yang
what
kasi
you
formula
eat.
ni?
Exactly. So this is one of the theories of it's a theory of obesity. It's a caloric model. Calories in, if is not more than calories out, then you will put on weight. But that's the thing. The body doesn't process everything that you eat the same. The body goes by instructional enzymes called hormones. So, and insulin is a master hormone. So really, through this journey, we got to respect insulin as a master hormone, and we have to give our adab to it lah. And by that we mean got to tengok apa yang dimakan. Makan pun jangan ikut sedap hati, dekat sedap tekak je lah basically.
Yeah.